We had a crusade team come from Lafayette, Louisiana and Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we had a wonderful time of ministry. But before that, we started the actual crusade part. We went around to different schools and we went into the schools. We talked with the teachers and the students. We invited them to come. We shared a bit about Christ, and we just wanted to really stir them to come to our crusade and revivals that were going on those evenings. At this one school, we arrived, and there was this young man who naturally attached himself to our group. This young man had a bit of mental problems, but he was a very sweet boy, and so he's attached himself to our group, and he's following us everywhere. And as we left the school, he followed us down the streets. And then the next day, on our first day of revival, he shows up to a crusade. He's dancing, he's singing. He comes out to our revival tent, and he listens to the message. And whenever it comes to the prayer time, he goes up for prayer, and he asks Pastor Elliot and his team, "Would you pray for me?" And as these men of God started to lay hands on him and pray for him, there was a demonic spirit that started to arise. I had stepped out of the tent for a minute, and on my way back into the tent, I see this young boy on the ground, shaking, convulsing. He's convulsing, and the men of God are laying hands on him, and I listen in, and I hear something, and I'm thinking, I know I didn't just hear that, but we ended up closing down that meeting. The boy left, still bound by that spirit. We get to our hotel that night, and we're trying to unpack everything that went on, especially things that went on in connection with this demonic oppression or possession of this young boy. Now, in Kenya and in a lot of African nations, spirits are very common. Whenever you get sick, you go to the witch doctor. You carry these beads around your neck and around your wrist to ward off evil spirits or to protect you from diseases and other things. So the spiritual realm is very prevalent. As we started to talk about this boy and what happened with this boy, one of the ministers was telling us what he heard and what the boy said. And the boy said this: "I'm not going." If you can believe it, we thinking, how brazen is this demonic spirit that he would say, "I'm not going," and expect us to back away and to shy away. Every night, it was like a challenge. Every night we went back to that boy, and Pastor Elliot and Evangelist Grady, they prayed for him. They were speaking to the demon, and the demon kept saying this: "I'm not going." Well, I want you to know that on that last day, that boy was freed. What we found out was that his mom was a practicing witch and had pronounced curses over his life since he was a young boy. And now this young man is free and serving God. It's just a testimony of what was done in that crusade.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Sent Cinema, where we highlight the mission of God and those that He is sending out. Please subscribe to our YouTube page and like and share this video recording.